Hey, what's up, how's it going? Hang on just a moment. Gotta fucking put my controller on charge because this thing is almost dead. And I also need to alert the Discord that I'm live. You are first indeed. You are first indeed. Can you hear me okay? These PlayStation streams can be a bit fucky. I want to make sure that I can be heard properly. I sound good? Cool. Oh, Space Ashes, I was gonna DM you and ask you. I'm just gonna ask you here now. Are you also doing a thumbnail for the video? Or not? It's all good if not, because I just wanted to check real quick first, because if not, I will ask Chivo tonight to do one. I just wanted to check because I completely forgot about the thumbnail, and if not, I will DM Chivo and I will ask him about doing a thumbnail. Ask Chivo? Okay. All good, all good. Alright, I'm just letting the Discord know I'm live and then we're gonna get started. You were using CDTV stream as background noise, so you use this one instead? Can't believe CDTV streams on my days. My fucking days. Terrible. Terrible. Anyway. Hey, Scar, it's all good. I'm gonna wait until there's some people in the stream. We'll give it 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna give the rundown of what happened. Again, the basics, very personal. So I'm not gonna go into any detail about it, or well, I'm not gonna go into much specific detail about it because it's all just personal shit, you know. Personal shit that like involves other people as well. So I don't want to overstep any boundaries of myself or the other people, if that makes sense. So I'm going to keep it to just what happened, and that's going to be that. And I'm going to give it until there's people here so that I can I need a moment to like put my thoughts together and how I'm actually going to say this as well. I don't know. This isn't something that necessarily affects YouTube, but this is also something that I kind of need to talk about because if I don't, I'm going to get questions about it. And you know, you'll see why in a moment. You'll see why in a moment. And the reason I say that this is going to be... the reason I haven't titled it's going to be a live Fortnite big thing afterwards is because I kind of want to talk about what experiences like this, how they affect my mentality towards my productivity, towards my YouTube stuff in particular. Because I've noticed that whenever like serious shit happens is usually when I value what I do the most. And I'll get into that more soon. But it's kind of a thing where whenever something serious happens, because that's what my YouTube channel was originally created as, was just escapism for me. Because I created it in like a period where I was rough. And I made it and I just got lost in it. And whenever something bad happens, that's kind of what it turns back into, is just my way of distracting myself, of putting myself into something productive where I can feel proud of the work that I'm doing, where I can spend hours upon hours doing something that I love so much. And that's, I don't know, kind of what it is right now. And it's making me think that I might stream sooner rather than later. Like, I might just come back on Friday instead of next week. And you're gonna get to watch me lock in on Fortnite while I talk about this as well. You get to watch some incredible gameplay from the best Fortnite player the world has to offer. Fuck. Alright, we've got 7 people in here now. I guess I can start talking about it. I'm very I'm nervous to talk about this. So to rip the band-aid off and talk about the most important part of what I'm about to say first, I broke up with Maya last night. And again, not going to get into the specifics of why. That's personal and something that, I'm going to be honest, I just don't want to talk about. But I'm going to give kind of a gist, not as to specifically why, but a gist as to some of the minor reasoning, just so that I can express where I'm at mentally. Because the why and the how, well, not the how, but the why is genuinely quite a, like, massive factor in this. Oh, I'm dead. The why is a pretty massive factor in this, and I think it's important to explain. It's important to explain generally why, so that you know why, A, I'm not as, like, distraught as you would expect me to be, but also B, why it is still really affecting me. So, what happened, and I'm not going to say what it was, but there was a massive, like, breach of trust. Where there was, like, lies being stacked on top of lies from her. And all of it kind of was just revealed to me like that last night, where everything just kind of came at me at once. So much to the point where I kind of wasn't really able to, like, properly emotionally digest it, and I still don't feel like I have. Because it was so much. It was so fucking much. And what I learned, and what I am now, like, processing throughout today, is kind of insane. Again, I'm not giving you details. But it's essentially just, like, knowing something, like, for a while I've known something's up, and I've tried to, like, get it out of her, and been like, hey, I can tell something's not right from the way you're acting. Just tell me, you know? I'm here, I'm your boyfriend, be open to me. And she never was, and then I just kind of, like, learned about it all at once. Through some shit happening, and me just essentially discovering it. And I just felt kind of betrayed, you know? I was like, really? You kept this hidden from me for this long? When I've given you multiple opportunities to just tell me, and I said that we'd move on from it? Because you guys will remember, I had, well, people who have been watching for a while, I had a girlfriend earlier this year. That was just Maya. Me and Maya just got, like, back together after taking some time apart. So, I've actually known her and have been together with her since March of this year. Which, you know, isn't exactly the longest relationship in the world, but still. So I had all of that experience with her, you know, being back together with her for about 3 months at this point after the first time we were together, and oh, I forget where I was going with this. Hold on, I'm a little mentally all over the place. I'm still incredibly fucking nervous. Hang on. Yeah, so I've known each other for like a good while now, and I think it was due to that I kind of just let my guard down, like knowing something was up, but assuming there can be something bad, and I was like, and I knew that like from what we had gone through, the fact that we went together for a while, that there was going to be some stuff that was like a bit messy, and I was like, look, just tell me what it is, and we'll move on from it. I understand what we have kind of been through together, and she just didn't. She just kept it hidden from me. She just kept like lying to me, being like, nope, nothing's up, nothing's up, nothing's up. And then when I finally learned this and I bring it up to her, she goes, I was like too scared to tell you. How does Frankenstein play into all of this? The funny thing is, that is the exact catalyst for why this happened. And I don't know if I want to say why. I'll give essentially So I'll say why. And to give the most vague reasoning. So I was at Maya's. Her TV remote doesn't work. She needs to get a new one. She has an app on her phone where she can like pair it to the TV and control it with that. And she was asleep. The TV was about to turn itself off. So I go on her phone. I just grab her phone to click OK so the TV doesn't turn itself off. And she gets a notification whilst I have the phone in my hands that makes me suspicious. That causes me to dig deeper, and I discover what I discover. It's literally just a circumstance of pure timing. It's a circumstance of just straight up timing. Had I not picked up her phone when I picked up her phone, I just wouldn't have known. I would never have known this. It was just, she happened to get a specific thing pop up that was already incredibly randomly timed, as it was. Like, it's so random based on the context that I know. The fact that she got that when she did. It's like, there was no real reason for her to get that when she did. And yeah, that kind of, that led me to dig a bit deeper, being like, oh, that's strange. And I now know what I now know, and I don't know, it's just kind of an overall feeling of betrayal, feeling of like, you could have just told me this. And she kept it hidden, kept some other stuff hidden. And yeah. That's kind of what I have been grappling with. That's kind of the reason why I don't feel as terrible about this as I expected to, because I'm like, okay, I don't feel quite as bad, because this is coming from a place of manipulation towards me. She was no, she was not spreading lies. She was lying to me. She was hiding stuff from me. I could tell something was up. It was the type of thing where, like, the way she was acting, when I would make a certain, like, joke, she would get really uncomfortable out of nowhere. Like, the same type of joke I would make towards the start of our relationship that she wouldn't get uncomfortable about, she all of a sudden would, and I'd be like, is something up? Like, stuff's happened between us. Had a big period where we went together. If something's happened, you can just tell me and we'll move on from it. And there were so many times where I gave her that opportunity to be honest with me, and she never did. She would always just say, nothing has happened, I swear to you. And then I bring it up to her and she just says, oh, I was just scared to tell you because you'd be upset and I never got the chance to. And I was like, I gave you so many chances. Like, all I asked was for you to be honest with me, and you never were. Now, I need to state this. I need to outwardly state this immediately, like, as fast as I can. Do not, because I know some of you follow her on Album of the Year. Some of you may have spoken to her on Discord. Do not harass her. Do not talk to her, please. That is really, really not what she needs right now. Like, if any of you, I find out any single one of you are, like, in her chat box on Album of the Year, anything like that, you are getting insta-banned. I am not putting that onto her. Please, for the love of Christ, respect her privacy as well as mine. I do not have the time to be dealing with anything along the lines of her getting harassed because of this, because she does not need that. I just cannot be fucked to deal with that. So, for the love of God, just don't interact with her. If you're following her, just unfollow her. If somehow you've been talking to her on Discord, even though she wasn't in my server, so I don't know how that would have happened, but if that is the case, just don't, please. Anyway, that's it. That's all I really had to say on the situation. I think I don't think there's anything else I need to say. I guess I can start talking about kind of how that ties into my YouTube stuff at this point. We're going to switch over into the more big things side of this now, where I'm going to get a little more analytical. I'm going to get a little bit more in detail about my thought process. God, Space Ashes, that's fucking rough. Anyway, I'm going to get a little bit more into detail about kind of how this does affect YouTube, because it's not a direct correlation. And I guess the reason I even spoke about this in the first place is, I guess, because people would be asking, where is Maya, where is Maya, where is Maya? And I can't be fucking bothered to deal with those comments, to be honest. And that's kind of the reason I'm doing this. And now we're going to get into the weeds of it. How does this affect my mentality towards YouTube? And like I said at the start of the stream, this channel was created to help me mentally. This was me starting something because I was in a really, really rough spot, and I just kind of needed something to do, an outlet, and I was like, hey, I've always wanted to do this, I may as well give it a go. And it, not to be dramatic in any sense, but it kind of saved me, to be honest. And anytime I've been through a rough spot, this channel has kind of been the thing I turn to, where I'm just getting lost in work, getting lost in getting lost in making videos, getting lost in streaming, just having music as my escape in a much more direct form, where I'm actually like fully engaging in the music and making work out of it. So it'll be like me streaming for 8 hours. That's 8 hours that I'm just mentally clocked out. Editing for 6 hours. That's 6 hours that I'm clocked out. And that's what this is going to become for a little bit for me again. And I like that whenever I get into a position like this, I just have this thing that I can fall back on, you know? And I can be open and I can be honest in a way that people can understand. MZ, request streams are not... you can't... Listen, I'm not in a mood to be thinking about request streams right now, MZ. They are not... Me going through some shit does not mean they are permanently cancelled. Please. Hope I'm okay. Jibo, just run back the stream to get the context. And yeah, that's what this channel is going to be for me for a little while, where I'm just going to be getting lost in work. Like, usually big shit happening to me is just kind of a motivator for me to get as lost in this as possible and become even more of just like a constantly working type. So it's looking like that's what's going to happen. Of course, we have Space Ashes editing the worst songs of all time video. That's going to be coming out probably tomorrow. I'll play Mario Party sometime this week. Let me think. What are we free tomorrow? It's looking a bit busy this week with some family stuff. Like, I'm going out tomorrow. I'm going to try and stream Friday. And then I don't know if anything's going on Saturday. Next week might be better. Even when I'm taking a supposed break, life is still hectic as fuck. Yeah. Just bad shit happening to me is just an excuse for me to get even more lost in this, and I'm gonna have a big focus. Like, I'm already transitioning my channel to be like the stuff Chivo and Space Ashes edits. They you know, get their stuff that they edit, and my stuff is going to become a little less frequent. The stuff that I edit, like, it's going to be a lot more me doing the heavily edited videos and putting way more time into those and having them just come out less regularly. Especially since I, you know, now have the green screen and I'm capable of doing much cooler stuff with my videos. And this is kind of going to be a big motivator for that, I think. If there's one positive I can pull out of this situation, is that I have a big motivator. I have a big thing that's like, you know, something I can now turn to, and it gives me a reason to get even more lost in this, because it's a quick way to get rid of any burnout, is just having the biggest fucking reason to get even more lost in it. So any burnout that I could possibly be feeling is now gone. This is all I want to do at this point. Become Patrick Star IRL. Exactly. I live in my rock. Live under my rock. I don't come out. Drown in a pool of my own fucking sweat, making videos. Become rich. Nah. It's really weird sitting here and saying, like, at least I can work on my YouTube channel. You know, having the most fucked up sequence of events that has happened to me in such a long time. What's up, DHD Bling? Thank you. Having the most fucked up sequence of events that's happened to me in such a long time, and then just having to use my YouTube channel as a way to kind of sugarcoat it. But genuinely, the only thing I can sit here and have a positive outlook on is this is going to have a positive effect on my channel. It just means I'm going to get so fucking lost in work that it's probably going to result in, you know, some positive growth at least. So yeah, probably going to stream Friday. I'm not going to sit here and promise it. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm 100% going to, because who knows how my mentality is going to shift in the next couple of days. I'm still processing what happened. Oh, look at that, level 69, huge. But I'm going to sit here and say I want to get back into the swing of things as quick as possible. I'm not going to sit here and promise it, but I'm going to say most likely. Most likely. And that is, that's all I'm going to say. And I want to get started on some video work. I would like to get started, I don't know, maybe film the Tame Impala reaction next week. I would love to do a video on lonerism. Like, go through the Tame Impala albums in just a random order, and then do like a tier list or ranking video for them. Another weird thing to kind of be conscious with that though, conscious of with that though, is that I need to not become too much of a workaholic. I need to balance personal life, because I can tend to do that, where I would just get so fucking seeped in what I do. I will just work all day because it's all I can really think about, that I forget I have, like, friends and family. Being in a relationship was the biggest thing that pulled me out of that, and now that that isn't a thing anymore, I'm gonna... I need to not become Frankie Taste in frequencies. Being in a relationship was the thing that pulled me out of that, you know? My productivity slowed down a lot when Maya came along. Because I was, like, cautious of, okay, I need to actually spend time with my girlfriend, I need to go out with her, go to the cinema, you know, go on dates, hang out at her place, she hangs out at my place. Things of the sort. Oh my god! Sorry, I know I'm talking about some serious shit, but fuck me, I'm the best. I just sniped a guy out of the sky. I'm more invested in Fortnite than my mental health, confirmed. Bounce back into 30-hour streams? Exactly. I don't need her. You are very right. Especially considering, you know, stuff that she evidently has to work through after this. I do not. I don't need that in my life. I'm debating whether I even need a relationship in my life as a 19-year-old trying to grow a YouTube channel from the ground up. I feel like I don't have the time for a relationship. Chris Brown Discog deep dive to denounce women. It's weird. When I was, like, in my mid-teenage years, a relationship was everything I wanted. Like, 15, 16, I was like, man, I really would just love to be in a relationship. Like, I'm a bisexual guy who gets... who is failing both ends of the spectrum. None of the guys and none of the girls want me. And then I start this fucking YouTube channel, and it's something that, like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say it's, like, the hardest work on the planet. But it is a lot of work, you know? It takes a lot of time to get a video edited. I do a lot of time streaming. It's easy work that is just long, essentially. That's the best way I can describe it. It's easy, but a lot. Damn, no one wants you for real. Literally, that's what I was like in fucking secondary school, dude. I had no bitches. Then I start a YouTube channel and suddenly I have all the aura. But yeah. I'm gonna mute. I don't want you to hear me eating. I'm more attractive than both Fantano and Brad. Well, Fantano's 40. And Brad turned into a caveman. So I feel like I don't have... that's very rude towards Fantano, okay? Looking at him, you wouldn't assume he's 40. Okay? That's very rude. He is aged gracefully. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Yeah, I just don't think I need a relationship right now. Like, I have to focus all of my time into this. I have friends that I need to balance my time with. I have family stuff that I need to balance my time with. I think a relationship would just be too much. I think that me and Maya's split was more of an eventuality than anything. Because I'm just not in a position where I can be as present as I need to be. Like, I was doing a decent job of keeping that up while we were together, but it would have gotten to a point where I would need to buckle down and say, like, look, if I want to do this YouTube thing, I need to lock in harder. Because my numbers have taken a hit. I've noticed that when I was with her, my numbers were taking a hit. Like, in that brief period where we weren't together, where we had split up the first time, the numbers were back up, and then we get back together and my productivity goes down and the numbers go back down. So it was more of a thing of like, this is my passion. This is the thing that I so fucking badly want to do. And I think it would have been an eventuality of me not being able to have enough time to be a good and present boyfriend that is giving her the time that she needs. And I need to come to I needed to come to the realization that, like, I just wasn't a good fit because of what I do. And I'm not going to sit here and say that, like, I'm going to be single forever. I'm hoping that's not the case. Who knows? Maybe I have a complete fucking fall-off. But it was the wrong time. Absolutely. Where I just need to kind of... I need to lock in on my work so I can grow this thing. Because I've got the opportunity in front of me. And, Christ knows I'm not going to fucking waste it. I don't know why I make so many religious references, like God knows, Christ knows, dear Lord. I am not a religious person. Yeah, this is me locked in on Fortnite, locked in on YouTube. Shit on. Yeah, that's essentially my way of trying to... Holy shit. That's essentially my way of trying to look at the bright side of what is ultimately the most fucked sequence of events. Is like, hey, at least I can get better at my job. So yeah, I'm going to be pretty seeped in work and not leaving my house, yes, for quite some time now. My basement will be my home for a good while. Patrick star maxing, exactly. I'm gonna become a hermit. I mean, hey, it's all I got. The basement. The basement. Oh no. Deep inside, I am Asmongold, exactly. I will stop all personal hygiene. No more brushing my teeth. No more showering. No more washing my face. There will be no more keeping myself clean. There will be no more cleaning my room. Nothing of the sort. I want to be smelling dead rats in the corner of my basement. That's how locked in I'm going to be. I'm going to be honest, this conversation was a lot easier to have than I thought it was going to be. I went into this so nervous, and I've kind of just... It's just flowed naturally, and I'm surprised at how easily I've been able to talk about this without, like, either making myself sound like a dickhead or getting too personal. I feel like I have strayed away from the parasocial to the best degree that I possibly could here. Again, apologies if this conversation has felt a bit too personal. I've not felt like it has. But I've kind of tried my best to give the details without giving the details, if you know what I mean. That's what I've been trying to do. That's all good, Scat. Thank you for being here. But again, this is something I need to talk about, because if not, I'm just going to get fucking hounded by questions about it. And I would much rather I didn't. And I would much rather I didn't get hounded with questions about it. You don't need to apologize. It's all good. If you want the full context, just go back to the start of the stream and run through it. Ah. That guy's name Homelander? Yep, Homelander. Wow. I think that's everything I needed to blabber about. I'm still gonna play for a bit. See if we can get some good games going here. I've been too locked in on the conversation. I've been playing like shit. Am I deleting streams when I'm done with them? Not this, no. Not on the gaming channel. All my streams are going to stay public on the gaming channel. The main channel, though, I unlist most streams after I finish them now. Request streams and shit like that. Yeah. Chiva, that's how it goes. And listen, I don't hold any bad blood against her, okay? Again, the biggest thing I need to state is I'm going to reiterate this. I know I've already said it, and I said it quite passionately, but I'm going to say it again. I know some of you follow her on Album of the Year. Some of you may have somehow ended up talking to her on Discord or something like that. Please, for the love of God, if there's any of that, just unfollow her, block her. Do not harass her. She does not need that. I do not need to deal with the repercussions of that. If any of you are messaging her, if I find out any of you are harassing her, you are getting just straight blocked, banned, everything. I am not dealing with that shit. Do not interact with her at all. Leave her alone. Her privacy is what matters the most in this, in my opinion. Like, I'm the one with the platform. I am the one who has had to make this public. She should not have to deal with this anymore, okay? Any questions? Any shit like that? For as much as I don't want to talk about it, if you are just that fucking dying to know, just ask me. Leave her out of this. Jerry's going to be devastated. I don't even know if Jerry's ever going to show up to a stream again after what happened to him last time. Last time, Jerry got banned for the whole stream. We gave him the 24-hour timeout because he was getting particularly disrespectful about people's requests. Calling them stupid and shit like that. For sending in the music, and I was like, okay, Jerry, I can't be asked with dealing with you. Like, I'm trying to create a productive dialogue about music, and you just sat there being like, yeah, this guy's a fucking moron for sending this in. And I was like, yeah, I just can't be asked. Sempiternal, is that from the... Is that from the wager, the bet thing? If you... If you choose that as your editor album, then yeah. But if not, I'm gonna do that off stream. Or maybe if you want me to... I don't know, maybe do it as a video. I wouldn't want to do that on stream. The wager albums aren't gonna be like an on-stream thing. They may be videos, but not during request streams. You do get an editor album though. And I would say don't make that your editor album, because then you're either losing out on what could be an extra album. I've not listened to the Nina Simone yet. Shit has been too hectic for that. You'll notice my album of the year has been kind of bone dry recently. I'm not gonna be happy. If it's a fucking 303 album, I swear to Christ. The thing is, I know that's exactly what it's gonna be. punk goes pop? That rings a bell, and that scares me that it rings a bell. Dying at the same chest again. Bear in mind, I clicked square like 4 times to open that fucking chest. Scroll back on the stream a little bit, it bugged. Didn't let me open the chest the first time. Sorry for bothering you, but I think I have a point. Is the Fisherman's on Friday? Oh shit, yeah, it is. Then Road to Mars album. Okay, be Fisherman's Friday. If I stream Friday. So next request stream will be Fisherman's, then Road to Mars album, then it'll be Space Ashes out. I forget that I need to like space this shit out evenly. If you don't want us to follow Maya's album of the year, then why don't I just discuss albums with her one-on-one? Wait, what? Why won't I just discuss albums with her one-on-one? What, me? I'm not gonna fucking talk to her. As of right now, my interactions with her are over. Is that the whole fucking battle pass completed? That's all of the battle pass and the bonus rewards completed. The only thing I have to do now is the Peely skin. Midnight, just scroll back to the start of the stream. Scroll back to the start of the stream. I'm not going through it again. It's a lot. It's a lot. I can't really give a I can't give a quick summary. There was a time from the 2000s to the mid-2010s where a popular metalcore label made the bands on it do covers of pop songs and made shitty compilations of it. That's what Punk Goes Pop is. That sounds horrible. Sounds fucking horrible. I can't wait. Pretty sure I'll be mixed on Sempiternal. Might be a good reaction. We'll see. We'll see. I don't really know what to think going in. I said, is this pop as good? Fuck. Fucking slide cancelling wasn't working. I need to stop going tilted every game. Go Paradise. There's a tree on the far right side of the screen that looks exactly like a llama. Oh, absolutely. That's the big thing I said to her. I was like, look, I know you feel like shit about this. Just use it as a learning experience for the next person to come along. I'm going to take the shit that I've learned from this relationship for whatever I go on to next. Just please do the same. Again, I don't hate her. I don't hold anything against her. I'm not going to sit here and like talk absolute shit about her or anything like that. To be honest, for the most part, she is an incredible, lovely person. And I'm incredibly happy to have gotten the time I got. You know? I want her to better herself, you know? Double the pain and give it to the next relationship? No. Get rid of as much pain as you can. And give that better version of yourself that I got to see pieces of to the next person. we were meant to watch the FNAF 2 movie together. We were planning on watching Avatar together. And I remember she was complaining to me about the 3 hour runtime. Now I get to watch it by myself, or maybe with my friends. I'm going to watch Avatar 3 in motherfucking IMAX. And I'm going to get to watch the Avengers Doomsday trailer ahead of it. That's more important, is the Avengers trailer than Avatar. My incel arc has started. I mean, technically true. It's just more so incel in the way that I'm not in a position where I should be in a relationship, not the fact that I'm like, oh, I'm so above relationships, you know, like most incels are. It's just something that I need to be conscious of the fact that, like, no, I'm not in a position where I can do that right now. I can't, I can't put someone through all of that, like, waiting and me being too busy all the time. I just can't do it. It's not fair to the other person. And that's what would lead to, like, a toxic relationship and people getting hurt. So I'm destroying the problem before the problem ever even arises. You know? And, maybe my mentality on that will change. Maybe something will come along. But I'm like, yeah, that seems right for me. But as of right now, it's just going to be me. Who the fuck just shot a pumpkin launcher at me? Let me up. All right. Damn, none of that shit hit. Wow. Genre Frank. Boy, that's on the way. Why the fuck? He below me? He is. Unlucky. I just simply did more damage. 28. Unlucky fucky. Now I'm playing like shit today, huh? Jesus Christ. Alright. We'll try the Simpsons shit. They got a cool new gun that it's like the 5 gun, you know, Moe's gun, where it's like 5 guns in one. I think that's from the show. Again, I'm not a fucking Simpsons aficionado. Any Simpsons heads in the chat can confirm or deny if that's actually a part of the show. But it's Moe's gun, where he has 5 guns attached to his shotgun. That's in the game now, and apparently that shit's broken. So I'm going to be giving that a go. I'm trying to think of other topics I can kind of bounce off from this. I'm getting some... I'm surprised at how good I've been at tempering my emotions. If I was just like a couple years younger, if this had happened to me like 2 years ago, I would have gotten way too personal. I would have been way more like pissy and petty. So it's an interesting way to put a perspective on the fact that I am, an adult now. Because I know damn well for a fact if this was 2 years ago, I would have gotten way too personal. I would have been such a pathetic little bitch about it. But now I'm trying to think of what topics I can springboard off of to this because I would like this to be a conversation focused stream, not just a game. Especially seeing as I can't really go from talking about the crazy shit into, you know, just playing Fortnite. Oh shit. Drop my controller. Ouch! I hit my head on my mic. I dropped my controller and bumped my head on my mic. Jesus Christ, maybe I'm not an adult. 17, what you're going to say is you wouldn't carry such a problem as well as me? I don't know. When I say 2 years ago, I'm thinking more, I forget that I'm 19. I'm thinking more when I was 16. 17 was around when I started, like, properly growing up, because that was when I dropped out of college and all of the adult responsibility was thrown onto me anyway. That's honestly valid. I was looking to my right at the chat and then I got distracted. I'm dropping to I wanted to land the power plant. I will drop nearby though. Then I'll take a zip line into the power plant. Ouch. Oh, for fuck's sake, those minis right there. There was a trick shotter who joined... Wait, hold on a sec. I didn't get to read that properly. Need to make sure this guy can't have a good game before I read what I thought said someone joined ISIS. There was a trick shotter that unironically joined ISIS and then died from a drone strike. That is... Wow. Holy shit. Is this Simpsons hit and run? May as well be. Oh, fuck. Oh, Simpsons shit and run, I see. Yes. Hey, thank you, Brendan. I appreciate it. Alright, I can take my controller off charge now. I've got to put my fucking phone on charge. I've been going for. I've been going about an hour. We'll run a couple more games. I'll probably do a reload. Maybe do 1 or 2 more games of OG, do some Blitz, and then I'm done. Go down here this game. Well, I'm glad that can be the case, MZ. There was a lot of stuff that was like that for me for a while, particularly, you know who, ARTV streams were that for me a lot of the time. What the why can you get stuck on that? That's so fucking dumb. That's so fucking dumb. Why can you get... What? That has to be intentional as a way to fuck people over. That's fucking... That's cringe. That's so cringe. Like, I'm trying to walk through it and I'm stuck. I forgot I'm not playing BR. BR sucks. Give me on fucking reload. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's been like that for me, and I'm glad that my like the videos and streams that I do can be that for other people as well. It means a lot, really. We did finish Frankenstein. Frankenstein is really good. Okay, Frankenstein was fantastic. The pacing was bad. I need to get that out of the way. It's long. You feel the 2 hours and 30 that is that film. Oh my god, the pacing is atrocious. But the film looks gorgeous. I think that, I don't know, it does such a great job at, obviously, the intention of Frankenstein, which is who is the real monster. It actually does such a great job of exploring that in a way that can feel on the nose a bit at points, but for the most part is handled really well. Finishing the movie after that must have been so... No. This happened after I finished the movie. The movie was done when all of this happened. In fact, the conversation really happened when I got home. Which am I more excited for? Next Avatar? Avengers. The Avatar films are great, but I don't, like, care about them. It's like, oh, cool, Avatar's coming out. I'm gonna watch that shit in IMAX. It's gonna be hype as fuck. But it's not something I'm particularly invested in. The fact that James Cameron has dedicated the fucking final third of his life entirely to Avatar is like, okay. Feels like we could have gotten some more shit outside of that from him, but I'm not going to complain. The Avatar films are great. It's just, you know, for as cringe as it is, Marvel is something I actually have invested myself in, and it is something I care about, and I will walk into Doomsday with high-ish hopes, you know? It's borrowed trust from the Russos. It's borrowed trust that they've gotten in Michael Waldron, who I think is one of the best writers that Marvel has working for them, coming in to help. It's borrowed trust that production went as smoothly as it did. Like, production went incredibly smoothly. There was reports of, like, actors fighting on set, and that turned out to not be true and shit like that. I'm excited for the film entirely on borrowed trust. All of the... They've gone with all of the safest bets. RDJ as Doom, great casting. I think that they may have some stupid reasoning in the actual film itself, but it's great casting. I think he's going to give a fantastic performance. Bringing back the Russo brothers, they've not... They work best under the Marvel umbrella, kind of working with that already pre-established lore and making interesting shit about it. Again, their recent filmography hasn't been the best, but I have faith that they can work something cool out with Marvel. They can work with an ensemble, they can direct action sequences. I think that the fact they brought in Michael Waldron for help with the writing, as well as Stephen McFeely doing the actual main script as well. It's the Infinity War and Endgame team doing the Infinity War and Endgame of the second full chapter of Marvel with the Multiverse Saga. So I think it's going to be good. I do genuinely think it's going to be good, but I don't know, it's Secret Wars more that I'm worried about, more so than Doomsday, because that film is going to be even bigger than Doomsday. Like, everyone's sat here talking about, like, oh, Doomsday is going to be such a huge film, how are they going to pull it off? How is that going to work? I'm thinking about Secret Wars. Secret Wars is everything. Secret Wars is going to have, like, the most stacked cast of any movie ever made, and that maybe will ever be made again. There's so many things that they need to do for that story, and the fact they're doing it as a one-part film is ridiculous. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck is happening? Why am I floating? Hello? Why am I floating? Okay. I can't slide. I can't crouch either. Bro, I'm cooked. I can't slide or crouch. When is my SI coming out? I'm working on that right now. I'm trying to figure out how many sympathy points I can gain, how many talking points I can work in. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's the bug is still happening. Chat, I might be cooked. Yeah, the SI script, SI Human Reviews Edition script is currently being penned, and will probably be ready within the coming days. Quick question. If you're pretty much in a relationship but not officially and they suddenly act different and you find out they're talking to someone else... Hang on a sec, I got lucky. Fortnite is more important than relationship advice. Bish! Does that count as cheating? What's my thoughts on that? That's a complicated one. Because you're not already in a relationship, like it's not... I wouldn't necessarily say it's cheating, but it's certainly scummy and manipulative. This is a great bug that I'm experiencing, by the way. Making it so easy to, like, play the game. Like, I can't crouch, I can't select... Like, what is happening? Been through that 3 times? Shit, that is rough. Do enemies see me the same, do you think? Like, are they seeing what I'm seeing, or are they seeing me normal? How's it going, IDKWTP? Welcome. I'm guessing IDKWTP stands for I don't know what to play. That's my guess. Oh, purple hunting rifle, bro. Fuck was that? Okay. It's fine. That game was bugged as fuck. I didn't want to keep playing that shit. I couldn't slide or crouch. Oh, that is some bollocks. Yeah, Gio, that is yikes. It's not my fault and that my brain won't let me enjoy Morning Glory. Exactly. If you're wondering what I'm eating these Biscoff things that I got for my birthday. They're really good. They're like Biscoff biscuits with chocolate coated on the bottom. It's so good. Yeah, only coming back to you when it conveniences them. Yeah. Chivo. Shit's fucking horrible. No guns? 6-shooter? I know, I'm dead. Honestly though, these Biscoff things fucking slap. The bug is gone. Another game as well. Also, they brought these fists back from Chapter 5. These things are pretty good. One of the few things I actually enjoyed about Chapter 5 was... Well, I say enjoyed. Enjoyed to use. There's an actual feature they were, you know. Oh, that even happened? I don't know. This game's buggy as fuck. Need your classic Biscoff cookie? I think so. Fuck. Need to aim a little lower. Fuck. See, I get close with shots like that. I can never make them land, though. I don't know how I did it earlier. Just finally locked in hard enough for the first time in my life. Wow. EDP hires you as an editor. You need to go make an apology video for him. Nice. Clear on the man's good name. You want to hear your people please when too nice sometimes, which can be a great thing, but on the other hand can cause you to be easily used, yeah. Any advice on how to not run out of creative power? Take breaks. And keep consuming things to help yourself stay motivated. Even if it's just like someone talking about their experiences and that motivating you. I'm a big fan of Sean Chandler, and I remember watching one of his videos where he was talking about like the tactics he used to grow his channel. That was one of the most motivating things ever. And his story of like going from like having alcohol issues and having a job where he was just like delivering paint for his church because nowhere else would hire him. And then just on a whim starting his YouTube channel where he reviewed the 2016 Ghostbusters, and that led to him literally doing the thing he's dreamed about doing. It's the most motivating shit ever, you know? Just try and consume things that motivate you. And take breaks when you need them. Because, like, if you're not feeling it and you try and force it, people are gonna know. People are gonna know that that's what's happening. So you need to not let that happen. Breaks are good, exactly. Like, imagine if I didn't take any breaks with, like, my shit that's going on. Imagine the fucking miserable gremlin I'd turn into. You need to give yourself time, give yourself space to breathe, process shit that you're going through, and allow the creative juices to start flowing naturally. Damn, fair play. Bloom dictated that guy gets to live today. I love Reload, man. It's just so hectic. It's so fun. Like, it has its glaring issues, but I just love how much chaos you get. Wow, I actually hit that. That might be the best. Whoa, that's a exotic that guy's got. I'm pushing this. I kind of want to see that exotic. Glaring issues. Oh, yeah, no. However, I really enjoy it. I think that chaos and that just stupid fucking fun is exactly what Fortnite needs. Are they teaming? Is this like the fucking 6th example of teamers? Oh no, they're not. Okay, never mind. I thought we were looking at like the 6th example of teamers I've seen in the past like week and a half. I don't know why that's been such a big issue recently, but teamers have been such a big thing that I've been getting. Like on stream as well. There's been like 3 examples on stream and then a handful that I've gotten off stream as well of people just straight teaming in solos. I don't know why. Maybe they've like eased up on like banning people for that shit. And people have just kind of started doing it a bunch again. Alright. What did you say? What's some good stuff to bring to a rave? I've never been to a rave personally. Shoulder bags? What, like a backpack? What do you mean a bum bag? Oh my god. Shoot! Holy shit! I clicked R2 5 times! Normal backpack? I see. Ask if they fuck with Corey Feldman. Fuck, I'm dead. Never mind, it's a bot. You slut! What an unfortunate thing to be tied to, Rumi official. I used AI to bring Chester Bennington back from the dead in my song displaying AI. Hey guys, isn't this cool? I can make my face look like Chester Bennington and sound like him. Isn't that so cool, guys? He's dead. Isn't that cool? All with the power of AI. Gotta love Rumi official. At least they tried hard and got far with it. True. Shit. In. Can I get like a sniper, please? That would be much appreciated. He's got a Jamiroquai type hat on, but white. That's actually kind of aura. Jamiroquai hats kind of go hard as fuck. Oh, hello, doggy. Hello, doggy. Ouch! Ouch! I'm good. No! Oh my god. Son of a bitch. I'm playing like ass today, man. I'm playing like ass. Oh, they brought back Venture! They brought back the good map. Finally. I should make another Fortnite video soon. The one I did on this channel was really fun. Like, it was just a quick, like, editing down a session, it was a quick edit. I'd love to do another one. Tilted isn't my usual drop spot on this map either. I don't know why I'm going here. Should do a fruit tier list video. Yeah, I've done a fruit tier list on stream. Watermelon S tier. Watermelon top of the S tier. My favourite fruit. Besides Conan Gray, he's my favourite fruit. Get it? Cause gay. Yeah, terrible. From what tree Conan Gray grows? The attractive individuals tree. Did I just blank him with that fucking shotgun twice? Nope, I missed. I just straight up missed. Wow, I'm shit. They also did infest the rat's nest on the table. Turning those metal tracks into rave songs does sound fuck me, man. Does sound pretty hype. Drummers tier list. That could be fun. I probably just won't be able to recognize the people that I'm looking at. I'll be like, who the fuck is that? And someone will say, oh, it's this person, this man. I'll be like, oh. Not again. Please just... Oh, I want... Why am I huffing farts? No. God, I suck ass at this game. Listen, I had good aim. I was hitting my shots, it just was not enough. It was not enough. Bum. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. When is it you're going to see King Gizzard, Chivo? It is this month, isn't it? A Daily Wire film tier list. Yeah. Seen him on the 50. Oh damn, 3 days. Hello, doggy. I re-listened to Mind Fuzz the other day. Not all of it, but most of it. The other night. While playing Fortnite. That album is so good for playing games. A little scared. Why are you scared? Is it just general nervousness for concerts? Because honestly, that's kind of understandable. Gave Great Annihilator a higher score than the Glow Man. I mean, it's valid. Great Annihilator is fantastic. I'm not gonna sit here and say like you're wrong or anything like that. Honestly, that's fair, Chivo. Concerts are a lot of people. They're loud. They get sweaty as fuck. I cannot blame you. In fact, Any concert I've been to, I've been a little nervous. Say a little nervous, a lot nervous. It's a rave inside a building and it'll be stacked. Oh, Christ. Ooh, this is in the game. Boring. Album of the year right now is 10, I know. I mean, that's technically not an album, so it doesn't count. Max 2,000 people, and it's sold out. We might be cooked. That whole building's coming down. I'm joking. I'm joking. For a sub-special, I should rank the Morning Glory including the B-sides? Nope. I'm not touching that shit with a 10-foot pole unless they put out a new album. Mythic MK, holy shit. This gun's pretty rare. And an exotic, I'll take it. It's quite the loadout I've made for myself here. That'll be a last resort. That's when I get really desperate. For easy views, exactly. I've already done the Oasis tier list. From Under the Cork Tree or Anima. Ooh, that's that's actually like one of the most difficult ones you've presented me. Ugh, both are incredible, man. I'll take Anima. Anima's the more impressive album. It's the one that sticks in my head more. Like Cork Tree, I can kind of get a similar experience out of with Infinity on High and Folly Do. But Anima is a very special album. Fuck. Did that kick even actually come close to me? Because sometimes it will just say that the person kicked you even though they don't know it. Yeah. He didn't actually hit me with that kick. Hey, how inconsistent the fucking slide kicks in this game are. Pick that up, please. Thank you. No, I would like you. Ouch! Ouch! 3D Country on Onagon. Yikes, that one's tough as well. Fuck! We had no luck, man. I am just getting my ass handed to me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I think that's the Mythic MK. I'll probably say Nonagon. No, don't get me wrong. 3D Country is great. Fantastic album. I think I'd take Nonagon. Nonagon's more fun. It's more wild. It's more colourful. Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me a break, man. Oh, that motherfucker is after me. Euro or in Euro, in Euro. I need to re-listen to in Euro because the score's 100% going to go up if I give it another listen. Voulez-Vous, great album, fantastic piece of work. Just a great pop experience. But like comparing that to In Utero, that's tough competition. Save rock and roll or take this to your grave. Now I've gotten shit for this in the past. I go back and forth between the two. I'd say maybe Save Rock and Roll slightly above it. There's the Mythic MK. I die here, wow. I know, it's an unpopular opinion. It's an unpopular opinion. Saying, Save Rock and Roll over Take This to Your Grave. I just don't fuck with Take It to Your Grave. It's boring. Very boring. Save Rock and Roll is at least, like, kind of goofy. Long Season or Remain in Light? Well, Long Season I gave it 10, Remain in Light I didn't, so... Now, Breakfast in America versus The Black Parade, that's tough. I think that Breakfast in America is a more consistent album, but the highs on The Black Parade go way higher. Like, The Black Parade has multiple best song of all time contenders for me. Well, top 10 song of all time contenders for me, like Sleep is a big one. Emily Montez or Attitude City? 98, 12, 28 or Stop Making Sense. I've not listened to Stop Making Sense. BC 13 or The Glowing Man? Tough choice. Very tough choice. What is this guy trying to do? Fuck off, man. Like, I'm trying to look for llamas and this guy's trying to slide kick me. I see one. I'm gonna mark it really early, even though I'm like landing near it. There we go. Laminated Denim or The Great Annihilator? Laminated Denim I get more replay value out of. I'll take the third option when presented those two scatter. Both are horrible. My fucking phone's giving me ghost notifications. Trench or hooray for boobies? Again, you're presenting me impossible picks here. Breach or Children of God? Ooh. I'll say Children of God. Nah, I didn't say that. The key word in me saying probably Children of God is the probably. It's not like, 100% Children of God. It's like, probably. Is 85 too high for Origin of Symmetry? If that's how much you enjoyed it, then no. There is no such thing as too high and too low. It's however much you like it. If you see the album as an 85 out of 100, it's an 85 out of 100. Unless it's popular. Unless it's anything that's like, you know, Racism the song or anything like that. Mania or Morning Glory? Fuck. Do I have them at the same score? I mean, I'd take Morning Glory, probably. I mean, both of them are bad albums with one good song. But Mania has... Its good song is better than Morning Glory's good song, and its bad songs are worse than Morning Glory's bad songs. It's also a shorter album than Morning Glory, but I feel like it's so intolerable. I'll take Morning Glory over Mania. I would not do a Rucka Rucka Alley deep dive. Please don't. I'd rather not. I don't want to talk about that shit. It's like, oh wow, he said something racist. Oh wow, he said something racist. Would you look at that? He said something racist. The thing is, his jokes aren't even particularly clever. Like, look, I'm up for, like, offensive humor. If it's clever, it needs to be well done. It needs to be tasteful. Rucka Rucka Ali is just lol 9/11, you know? It's just he just like is laughing. It's the difference between laughing at and laughing with, you know? He laughs at instead of laughs with. You saw Jimmy Carr live? What the, like, who plays like that and has a good time? Like, fucking spamming left and right, sprinting all over the place. You can enjoy playing like that, dude. There's no way. That must get so fucking tiring, just playing like your fucking life depends on it all the time. Okay, I guess my sprint didn't want to fucking work. Fuck. Chat, we might be good. I'll go fucking missed you. Welcome to real lobbies. No. These are the lobbies that I typically get. I've been used to this for years now. Ever since skill-based matchmaking was put in the game, essentially. Yoko Ono's Warzone or McCartney 2? Have I listened to Warzone yet? I forget. I mean, I feel like had I listened to it, I wouldn't have forgotten it, right? Because it's just such an unforgettable masterpiece. What the fucking what? Oh. He's still up there. No, honestly, I do completely agree, Chivo, that, like, Harley just kind of says whatever comes into his head, whatever he finds funny, he will just, fuck. He will just say whatever he finds funny. What, this is, right. There we go. Like, he doesn't think before he speaks, he just says. I know I gave Siamese Dream a higher score, Brandon, but I would probably say The Battle for Los Angeles. Even though I don't have it as high a score, it's a more re-listenable and fun album for me. This man's rocking with exotics and mythics and shit. In Utero, never mind. Like, both are incredible, don't get me wrong, but it's Nevermind all the way for me. Motherfucker is the master of run and hide. I control the eye now. Me. I'm in control. You've got to be fucking with me, right? Like I'm about to respawn and it's gonna say that that guy's dead and that like that was a big prank, right? Surely. Fear of music, Brandon. Oh my Christ! I just want to get a win, man. I just want to win a game. What would happen if a kid entered stream? I mean, there are younger people who watch my channel. I don't care as long as they're not being fucking annoying. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say like no children allowed to talk about music. I don't give a fuck as long as you're not annoying. I don't care. Have I heard Lotus? Oh, what, the Lil Sims album? Yes, I have. It was really good. Let me get your album of the year, Obshuvo. Let me see what you gave that shit. Give it 74? Oh, not bad. What score did I give it? I gave it an 88. It's a favorite of mine for this year. I really fucking love it. We're off of the good map now, by the way. Just realized I was still muted. I said we're off of the good map now. No, I cannot give you the bottom pass, I'm afraid. For as much as you may want it, the bottom pass, I don't give handouts. fucking pick up the... Jesus. I'm huffing farts today, dude. I'm playing like shit. Oh. I'm losing my mind. I'm playing so bad today. I'm thinking maybe a game of OG after this game, and then I may call it there. Maybe do a stream again later, honestly. Maybe stream some CS or something. Whoa. I'm so gonna get shot out in the open. I don't know why I'm doing this. See? Bash. Why me? Like, why does it need to be me that you target and not the other guy who ran away? Why? Alright. We're gonna play a game of OG, and then I'm gonna call it there. Stream's already gone on longer than it should have. We've crossed over the 2-hour mark now. fine. Oh, fucking heavy shotgun. Wager. Alright, if I don't come top 10, I'll listen to an album of your guys' choosing. If I win, you guys have to listen to an album of my choosing. And if neither happens, then it's a tie. And I'm saying top 10 this time because I've been playing so shit today. But like, me coming top 10 is actually like unlikely. I've just been off my fucking game today, dude. Gaming streams aren't scheduled, I just do them whenever I want. MZ, if I've got some free time, I just do them. Trying to kill me with fucking stink bombs, cringe. Damn, scatter simping. For a guy he met on real AI. Valid. Those online friends, in my experience, I like my best friends, dude. Like Gage, Crocky. These are the people that get me, you know. I don't get me wrong, I have my like real life friends as well. I don't know. I feel like my connection to my online friends is like even deeper. I don't know what it is, but like, I think it's because online you're almost always like forced to come together through commonality. Like obviously real life friends you meet just through circumstances like, you know, being at school, working together. Stuff like that, and they're kind of the people that are forced around you. But online, it's kind of, you can befriend anybody. And it's much more open, and your options are much more varied. I have some school friends that I still talk to a little bit. Like Corey, I'll jump in his streams sometimes, I'll jump into my streams sometimes. Me and him were school friends. I can kind of... Jay's my cousin. We did go to school together. Then I went to school with some of the friends I made through him, but it was more of like, we weren't in the same year. I didn't really speak to them when I was at school with them. It's more like friends that I made through Jay, more so through school. You're a single child too? I am not an only child. I do have a brother, as you guys know. But me and him never really got on. We kind of do now. We're just two very dissimilar people, you know? You have a deceased cousin? That's such a random thing to bring up, but also fucking rip. That is rough. You rifted that bitch. Do I die at the same chest again? No, I do not. How many Paramore albums have I heard? I've heard the Butterfly album, and I've heard After Laughter. I don't think I've heard any others. I may have tried one of the others, but I don't really remember. Did I say After Laughter? I meant This Is Why. Or did I say This Is Why? I've heard This Is Why. I've not heard After Laughter. Not gonna lie, was not crazy on This Is Why when it came out, but returning to the title track, I've enjoyed it a little bit more. And it may need a re-listen from me soon. There we go. There we go. Almost up to... Oh, well, 15 more players... Well, 14 more players need to go down. I don't know what this guy's HP is looking like, so this might be a dumb push. Oh. Yeah, this guy is on the ropes. Oh, man. But I wanted that kill. Well, that guy had fuck all, huh? So I'm dead. Never mind. I the best. A Chug Jug would be much pre-Kate. Please. No! I'm dead, yep. As soon as that rocket got fired, it was just like, fuck you, you lose. Like, carrying a heavy sniper... Oh, it's the ghost face from the lobby as well. Carrying a heavy sniper and a rocket launcher, there's no heals about. Like, this motherfucker's guarding that legendary vending machine with his life. No, I'm not playing another game. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm leaning more towards the Emmett Roads than I am the 303 right now. The self-titled album from 1970. The 12-track, 31-minute experience. Got a big review for it? Oh, damn, you do indeed. Fucking hell. Glazing the album. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys for being here. Scatter, Chivo, Space Ashes, Midnight, MZ, Brandon. Everybody who has been here earlier. We had like Dax in the stream. We had DHD Bling in the stream. Thank you guys all for being here and listening to me rant, get a bit more open. And I'll hopefully be streaming again on Friday. We'll see how it goes. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But until next time, maybe do another gaming stream later on CS or something. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.